Tonight, we share a story of triumph over tragedy. TV 11's Dawn Scott brings us a mother's story of both birth and death, and the love, the faith, the hopelessness, and despair woven into the fabric in between.
Few things matter more to an expectant mom than the health of her baby. But for Tracy Bean, this is news she never saw coming. Tonight, her story and her mission to bring purpose and hope in the face of tragedy.
Well, let me tell you Nora Kate's story because it's beautiful.
But this,
as strange as it sounds, I love it because this is all I have.
Is a story Tracy Bean never dreamed she'd have to tell.
It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun, but we're going to make it through it.
Mom to 4 children with her husband, J.D., Bean is expecting another, a little girl, Nora Kate.
We were able to get pregnant with Nora pretty quickly.
They found out in early summer.
We were very excited.
And began all the typical preparations to welcome a baby girl. But her story, Nora Kate Bean's story, is nowhere near typical. From her movements.
I keep feeling her move, and that seems very normal, but nothing about this is normal because we know what's going to happen in the end.
To her ultrasound photos.
Will just look like a little girl when she comes out, and you won't see what all is going on inside of her.
All seemed well until Bean got a call from her doctor this summer.
She said, "Tracy, we found something." And I actually giggled because I was like, here we go, but we're ready. I wasn't upset. I thought we're going to be okay.
That's because Bean is 43 years old. She and her husband knew they were taking a risk.
We had discussed the possibilities of what could happen with my age, and we were ready for it.
But they were not ready for what came next.
And then she tells me about trisomy 18. I'd never heard of it. I had never heard of it. And so while she's trying to explain to me what this is, I'm trying to Google and talk, at the same time to her. And nothing I'm seeing is good. Absolutely nothing. And she just keeps telling me she's sorry and that it was just a rare event.
Trisomy 18, a rare event indeed. It's an error in cell division that occurs in about 1 of every 2,500 pregnancies and 1 in 6,000 live births. An amniocentesis confirmed little Nora Kate's diagnosis. She has full trisomy 18.
Unfortunately, with full trisomy 18, that third set of chromosome 18 is in every cell of her body. Most of these babies start to pass in the 3rd trimester. If they do survive the birth, which is traumatic in itself, you can have moments, you can have minutes, you can have hours. Unfortunately, our Nora is going to die.
Yet right now, she is alive and kicking. Thanksgiving Day marks 30 weeks, and Bean has come to accept that this pregnancy is her only life with Nora Kate.
Every pound, every bit of roundness that I am at the moment is my lifetime with her, and I know that. So I don't have the first day of kindergarten, but I do have where she is jabbing me to death, and that's our connection, and I love it.
Well, this is pretty wet.
It is kind of wet.
She has also grown to love this, creating wooden signs. Her youngest child, Addie, is helping her, something crafty and simple that Bean started a few months back to get her mind off of her impending loss. This, along with a Facebook post, little Nora's ultrasound photo, and the story Bean had been keeping inside.
That made me move forward. That made me talk about it. And I realized that being able to talk about her actually felt better.
Soon, people began to buy Bean's signs. The more she talked and the more she created, the more she began to see a purpose, to see that she was not alone and that others had walked a similar path. And that's when Nora Kate Designs was born. Bean's sign-making company with a mission.
It gives us an option to talk about Nora Kate. Who's Nora Kate? Well, let me tell you Nora Kate's story. This for me is just a way, and it may be a bit selfish, but this is a way for Nora to always be part of our family. I will always have something tangible for my Nora. And in the meantime, if we get to help a few families who are going through this, then that's her life mission. That was her purpose.
A mother speaking in the past tense about a baby she has yet to deliver to this earth.
We still have the hard part to go, and I know that. It's going to be awful.
That hard part will likely come in January, a day Bean says will be tragic, but also one to celebrate.
We know the outcome, the worst possible outcome. But this is the only birthday I'll ever have with her, and I want to make sure that we try our best just to try to keep a positive thought in the room, but yet celebrate her. Celebrate what she's taught us, celebrate who we will be because of the whole situation, and just remember that she's going to be part of our family in one capacity or another along the way.
Tracy shares that her family has a motto. It's simple, but it's needed now more than ever before, and that is keep moving forward, which is exactly what she says she and her family will do.
All right, thank you, Dawn. If you'd like to hear more about Nora Kate's story, or if you'd like more information on Trisomy 18, go to teachv11.com, and there you'll find our entire interview with Tracy. We'll be right back.